let's start. This thing's already 87%.
One Saturday ka lang nag-charge, every morning na lang.
That means if a brownout happens, then my phone is low back.
Pag makakaramdam ka ng mas 50%, change mo.
Ah yeah, as if that's something you can feel. Alright, let's go. We finally finished an hour in day 2. We're in the next day and we're investigating now again.
Mr. Wright, so...
I like this song.
What's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right?
Time to show you that Emma is indeed useful. Not in the trials, but in the investigations.
I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us! You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum was empty. Oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never!
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
Wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things?
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see?
press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. Or you can just do it with the mouse.
Saan? Dito tayo daw mag-spray.
Yeah. So click it. Click it some more. Now click it. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a blood stain? It's Emma, you're shaking. It's my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
Why?
What's odd about this, scientifically?
Blood stains location.
Why the bloodstain's location, of course. It's elementary. Huh? Why is that elementary? I mean, I would think that if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here. I suppose you might think that. Come on, Mr. Wright, we're all counting on you. You got it. There's something odd about this bloodstain. If it's not the location of the blood, then maybe... Maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd? I definitely think so. I mean... Look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. They fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Wright! I've gotta mark up the floor plans we find when we find the bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. I can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! Feels like we're really investigating crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give the spray on anything suspicious. Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours will react to a nice deli box.
Wala naman siya.
Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. It's a day old. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering.
Panis na yun.
Why not talk to her first? You're certainly put me on a tight spot today. I think it's a little loud. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable and also technically a crime.
Yun.
Literally everyone lies there and they all get away with it. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky
Tapos na siguro.
stab a man in cold blood and that testimony still stands.
Hindi naman niya siguro nakita sinasaksak, baka tinutulungan pa namin. Pero magsusumbong sana to kay Lana Sky. Siguro sugatan na siya galing dyan na lang siya namatay sa park, no? Hindi mo ganun eh. Nag-drive pa siya. Dahil magka-close sila ni Lana.
You're kinda close.
Sabihin niya sana kung sino.
Where's your proof that Lana and Goodman are acquaintances.
Yeah, friends sila feeling ko.
Feeling, but there is no proof yet.
Yeah.
I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman.
No.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us. What? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Mr. Mister? Mister. Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Kaya pala si ano siya, half queen.
Yeah, coughed it up? They confessed.
Hindi na kayo sabihin ng confess.
They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me to cough up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go or fired?
Gusto natin to?
Yeah, this is just a flashback. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident.
Ni SL9 incident.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean the other knife you guys found.
Ha?
Alright.
Yung, oo nga, SL9 yung knife.
We should go back and try presenting some evidence now. That's the usual flow of things. Present.
Present na?
Talk, present, talk, present, talk again if some new stuff pops up. Examine, talk again if some new stuff pops up, and then move. That's usually how this thing goes.
Di ba itong present ito yung nakakabawas ng life?
That's only in trials. In here, you're free to present as much as you like.
Okay. Ito muna tayo. So, anytime.
Yeah, anything. But most of the time, they have nothing to say to certain things. Nope, this is nothing. I don't bother voice acting stuff like this. Wasted time indeed. How about that? Yeah, that one for sure is important. It's connected to SL9 after all. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transfer the very day that Goodman was killed.
So may connection sa case pala.
Yeah, we already figured that out. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. You think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
So, ba't ako sagad?
Yeah, now you can talk to her about it, I guess. You might want to present some more evidence, maybe? Like maybe the photo?
Huh?
Yeah. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered, sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain-link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Alright, I believe that's all you can talk about. Yeah.
At tingnan mo natin kasi kanina pinakitayan doon sa dugo eh.
Sure, why not? Nope, just hold down right click. Alright, let's go back and talk to her again. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? Them damn prosecutors? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled.
Si Goodman, si Sheriff, tapos siya.
The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. Bruh.
Huh?
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Fired. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. The sheriff is just a patrolman now, and she's just a lunch lady. And you were one of those?
Yung dalawa ni Sheriff.
And Goodman is dead. Myself and the other person you know well. How could it be? Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. The true truth. The
May
real
connect na
truth.
pala siya.
Yeah, and no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Star's old boyfriends, how many does she have anyway? So when all the detectives in SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. Very.
Kunin mo nga yung ano ko, Biggs.
Wait!
Ito nakikita mo agad. Kita ba siya agad? Kasi nakakay.
It's quite obvious. So, Ricky. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes?
Galit siya talaga pala sa prosecutors.
Then you should take this. Huh.
Wow, steak.
A Salisbury steak lunch?
Sarap.
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. For Jake Marshall. Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice.
Yeah.
Got along so well with my sister, made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective still. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating in this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Alright. You've done everything you can in here. Let's go find Detective Marshall, shall we? And move!
Police department.
That might be where Jake is. Yes, most likely. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense a detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. Just like a kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
Move.
Yeah. Hey, there's a new place. Guard station. Go there.
Guard mo na.
Yeah, that's the new place you gotta go
Hindi
to.
pa natin ito na ano ah.
In episode 4 you have. It's pointless to go there, I think, for now. New places take priority over already explored places. Evidence room.
Evidence room.
There's a
and
cactus
the
holding a hat.
station.
Doesn't this remind you of someone?
Kay Marshall nga yan. Office ni Marshall ba to?
Yep.
CCTV?
Yep.
Siya pala ang tumitingin ng mga CCTV.
So the decor in this place, very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door's the evidence room. The scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. What's wrong? It's those cacti, they're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. Don't touch them. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. I guess examine. Whenever it's yellow, that means you can examine it. Just hover the mouse around. Yeah. Look, on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap? Here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here.
Yeah.
But a lasso miss. You sure have an active imagination. Door. The evidence room is beyond that door. It's very high tech. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
Oh.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there.
Yun na rin yan.
Yeah. It's already checked, so it's just the same dialogue. You can find things much faster if you hold down left click and drag it around. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It's more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What's that called again? A punchy, a pongee, a Benji? I know, a poochie! Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being.
So gusto mo i-drag ko ng gano'n.
Yeah, it's so easier. The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
Oh, look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way.
Of course not. If you went them through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch!
I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself.
Sana. Ayun.
What about... No, that naka-check now. What about the hat?
Yikes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
How so?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
Yeah.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
Oh, maybe you weren't supposed to go here first.
Hmm?
Yep, I think you've done everything.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Wala na. Move.
Move. Nani, someone's calling us.
Bitaw. Tignan mo nga. Ah? Ha?
Auntie.
Bakit?
Okay.
Alin? Ba yan? Doon, tumanggap na ulit to. Bumulit ka pa? Diyan, tuloy lamesa. May pumabay sa daan. 200 na kunin mo. 200. Magkano ba yan? Magkano mo 200? Wala ka, baka kung kulang pa. Mahal yun ah, 200. 200 na lang ulit mo dyan. Oo. Sige. Saan na tayo?
I moved you out while you were talking. Looks like there's new dialogue.
This place is charged with frantic energy as always.
Please.
Sino yan? Si Marshall na?
Huh? Wasn't that...
One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now is no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence.
The criminal? You mean...
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
Oh, sino na huli nilang criminal?
Yeah, they did say they already had a suspect and arrested them already by the head of the chief of
Baba ko na
police
to.
as well. Yeah, it's just a flashback. Too far. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch. Pronto. Bruh, standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly.
Wait, don't leave!
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later!
Ah, the suspect. He ran off to the evidence room. We'll meet him soon in the detention center, so let's go there. Well, this investigation's off to a running start. Let's go, detention center, go, go, go! I guess you gotta go to the Wright and Cola offices first.
Buta?
Yeah. And then from there you can go to the detention center. I hate how convoluted it all is, sometimes.
Sige, isagan.
I'm just telling you what to do since these investigations are somewhat convoluted and confusing sometimes. So it's best I just tell you from memory what to do.
Not sometimes.
Yeah. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did.
Oh, ba't pinagbibintangan pa nila sila na?
Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Oh no! What was that?
Sir, well that's what I'm saying, me, a perpetrator.
Ayan na, lalabas na.
I'd say I was the perpetrator again, sir. That's what I'd say.
Siya?
Hi. Greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are. Hey, too far.
No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
What? What?
Siya ang suspect?
Yep. Now this is an unexpected turn of events.
Doc,
Yeah?
Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir, sir!
Oh, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
Had some business that day, sir, and so I went up the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the guard room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room.
A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Yeah, wow!
What the heck is this guy doing? So, what happened then? After that, sir,
Everything went white! I saw red! I blacked out!
mukhang red and black.
And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
Bakit?
A bandage on his hand? Just like in the sky. Suspicious. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. You have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir. Then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him a stranger, or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I was working on a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? That's because I didn't! No intention of killing him, sir. None! Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir! At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir.
Huh?
Huh?
Si Goodman pa ang nagtutok sa kanyang knife.
And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Goodman tried to stab him?
Yeah.
And when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? That's when I looked down. I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story.
Back?
Yep, I guess so. I guess you gotta go presenting evidence. Bop, bop. Ba-da-da-dan, bam, bam.
Ano, represent ka ito?
How about it? Yeah. Officer Meekins, this is for you. Nope, nothing. Oh shit, nope, it's new. I'm scared of knives. Okay, sir, that's the one. Never mind. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
Still reacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. What about the other knife? Is there actually anything we can do with him? Walkthrough time. In the meantime, I think you've done everything you can here.
Save na natin. Save na muna.
And move away to somewhere else.
Saan tayo?
How about there? You wanted to go there. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective
Down at the police department Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
It makes my head hurt. It makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. don't mess up or we could wind up dead.
I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either.
Examine.
Big crime, bandage hand. Oh, you gotta present Goodman's ID to Meekins. There's no point in doing all that. When are we stopping actually?
Police department. Saan na tayo?
Detention center. You gotta go to the detention center. And then present Goodman's ID. Dot dot. Do 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 dong dong dong.
You think you could take a look at this?
Hey! Shoo! Yeah, that's canon now. That's it, sir. That's it. That's it.
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment.
But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened? Oops, sorry. Correct. That card. That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing can be more exact, sir. Nothing. I better pry into this one a little deeper. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Alright, now you can talk.
Saan na tayo?
Back. Talk. Crime details. And tell me what it is you do, remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. They asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! Why? What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
Wow.
Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. So, by the way, he's telling the story. It was he who was stabbed. He's the victim.
Sa police department.
Yeah.
Sa criminal records.
Yeah.
Iba pala, magkaibang tao pala.
It seems to be the case. Let's just continue talking.
Ba't napunta yung ID sa kanya doon?
Yep, that's what we're trying to find out.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. But there's no way to know if that was actually Goodman.
Huh, but you still ended up here.
He told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Videotape. New evidence.
Huh? Videotape? The security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime. I swore to stand out, is there to be on tape.
You waited until now to tell us this.
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. Alright, and now you go to the criminal affairs department.
Dito na?
Yeah. Now you're actually supposed to be there.
Hmm.
Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief of detectives desk.
Huh?
It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under a seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal copy machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir! We'll scour the place again, sir! The detective looks a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh ho ho, Chief Gan reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting me, Mr. Wright?
Send na mo na. Bukas na.
Yeah, sure.
We're done for now. Lunch time.